ruining the game. Sort him out. It's got to come off. It's got to come off.
We're not working hard enough, yeah? We're clearly unfit, which is fine. This is what pre-season is here for, yeah? But there's certain negative vibes that came on the pitch and straight away, boom, heads drop. We're arguing the pitch. All of a sudden, Marty started giving it, someone else started giving it, someone else started giving it. That's not how it should be.
What's happening, people? It's the Gaffer and welcome back to the Wrong 'Uns YouTube channel. This week is the first week of pre-season of the 2019-2020 season, and we're up against a fellow YouTube team in Quarterback FC, and we're all the way down here in northwest London at the Vale Farm Sports Centre, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, first game pre-season. We've had a training session a week before this, so we'll see how the boys' fitness holds up against a good side, and we'll see how it goes.
Now let me get straight into this week's lineup. In net this week we had Lee Pickford with a back four of Player of the Year Ricky, Leighton, Kay and CL, a midfield three of Toby, Gibbo and Sean, Mardy and George G on the wings, and Big Boy H up top. We had 3 subs on the bench and we were doing rolling subs, and those subs were George P, Josh and Gomez. Now, a quick word on our opponents for this week. We were playing against Quarterback FC, a fellow YouTube team. I've put their YouTube channel link in the description, so feel free to go and check them out after this video. So they are a young team. They're based in northwest London, and to be fair, they're quite a good side. They like to play on the floor. They like to play out from the back, and we really respected them, and we knew that this would be a tough game, especially for our first game of pre-season. So we tried to put a press on early. Toby picks up the ball here. It lands all the way out to Sean, and he sends it wayward. Seeing as it is pre-season, you're going to be seeing a lot of new faces around the side. This week we did have 3 trialists / new players in Josh, Leighton and CL. Josh played for us once last season against Finchley Hibs, but the other 2 are new additions to our defence. And this is Leighton here on the ball, showing his strength against one of the strikers. The other one picks it up and he does spin him a little bit here. But look, this is what we like. It's a never die attitude and a great challenge.
Good challenge.
Now, if you haven't already, I want you to make sure you go and follow us on Instagram at the Wrong 'Uns FC. The reason I say that is because on there we've put a lot of pictures up from last season, especially the winners of our awards from last season. And if you didn't know, this guy here, Ricky, is last year's Player of the Season, and they're cleaning up, mopping up and showing exactly why he won that award. Now, our game plan for this game from the off was to put as much work in as possible, make sure we get the most out of pre-season, and definitely press the other team. And here you can see H and George doing that well. H plays a nice ball in behind for George G. He gets brought down. The ref looks like he's calling for a penalty. He goes to the penalty spot. He gets spoken to by the quarterback players and then decides it's a free kick. We know about H on these ones though. Not this time. Now, as I said, we did try to put a press on early, and for the first 10 minutes we've done that really well. George G here on the left hand side, picking it up from the defender's mistake. He looks up, plays it to H. H takes a touch, tries to get out of his feet, tries to bend it in, just wide.
Wait till I come on, because you're not ready, big man. What, middle's no option? Don't get fooled by a bench, this is pre-season. If you want any team, their best players are what, on the bench, right? I'm still injured, bro. Right. Oh, you're still injured? Now you're coming up, come on the pitch, bro.
So as you heard, it was starting to get a little bit spicy on the sidelines. Gomez chatting to the fullback. But here, Ricky picks it up, looks over to H. Can he get ahead on it? Should be 1-0. They say the key to having a good defence is having a great centre-back partnership. And here, as you can see, K does get beaten. The 9's in behind, but Leighton doesn't.
Love it!
Ref, he should be up for that. The own players know it. It's the one.
Now, it's a shame to say, but to be honest, there was a couple of question marks over the referee in this game. Mardy wins the ball back here, and that fullback goes straight 2 feet into Gomez. Ref doesn't give anything. Then he claims he's playing advantage. Somehow that's an advantage, and then he just gives up. We don't know what was going on there, but here, quarterback are on the break with the number 12 stepping forward with it, beating George G. He looks up, can he find a pass? Leighton cuts it out, but it's a heavy touch. It's taken past him, goes out wide, and the danger man, the number 10 on the ball, cuts in, has a pop, and Pickford saves. Corner to quarterback.
Swap it to a 3 at the back.
Cameraman, he's ruining the game. Sort him out. It's got to come off. It's got to come off.
So the arguments with the ref didn't really calm down, so Gomez had to come off to clear his head a bit. So we find ourselves 1-0 down, just coming up to half-time. But we've got a deep free kick here, K taking it, looking for big header Leighton at the back. It's gone over.
We're not working hard enough, yeah? We're clearly unfit, which is fine. This is what pre-season is here for, yeah? But there's certain negative vibes that came on the pitch and straight away, boom, heads dropped. We're arguing the pitch. And all of a sudden, Mike started giving it, someone else started giving it, someone else started giving it. That's not how it should be. Listen, they've probably played their best part of football the first 15 minutes. After that, they were
I agree.
Yep. After that, they were And how many times did we get in from the back? Getting through the back. Yes, quality might have not been there. Touches from H might have not been there. But boys, we haven't even taken any shots. We're not even trying to work it. Mardy, George, we're taking too many touches.
You got the keeper thinking it's the hair.
Mardy, George, can we get the ball and get it out wider quicker? Please spread it to our fullbacks. Quicker. Too many touches. Sean, can we get on it a bit more? Defending starts from the front. H. There's a few times you are too slow to that press. George as well. Too slow to that press. We're trying, but we're not trying hard enough. I'll tell you that for free. Listen, I do not give a about bad touches, about the ball going over the bar. I don't give a about that. Let's take shots. Let's be creative. Let's be confident. That's what we are. We're confident players. So why are we playing with our heads down? Why are we letting some little youths play it around us? Because, yeah, they're a good side, but they're not that great.
They're not.
They're not that great. Every time we've pressed them and we've got close to them, what's happened? They've lost the ball.
As is half-time, do not forget to subscribe to the channel and make sure you put notifications on, and follow us on Instagram at The Wrong 'Uns FC and Twitter at The Wrong 'Uns FC. So it is obvious the boys are visibly tired at this point after 45 minutes. First game of pre-season. It's difficult, but this is what pre-season's about. You got to put the work in. Quarterback are fresh, they're fit, and look, they're on the attack. They've had the first strike, and it's just gone wide. It's obvious the players are just absolutely knackered at this point, and quarterback are taking advantage of it. They're taking their time. They've gone back to the keeper here. He's gone long, and unfortunately it's just gone over Leighton, and they're in behind. The number 10's got the ball. As I said, he is the danger man. He has a pop. He's hit the bar. Somehow it hasn't gone in, and the little man has just headed it over.
Hey, George, come. Oh, you can't. Josh, I need to
So I can only apologise about this one. I was trying to make a couple of substitutions, change the line was over, so I wasn't really recording the game properly. I've just moved the camera over to the right, had a look over, and obviously they just scored. So we are a bit under it at this point, and it's a proper test of character. We've got a lot of young boys on the other team, running, fresh legs, and we're knackered, and they're putting it on us. This could go really wrong at this point. They're keeping the ball well, and they've played it up the channel. Cage has done well here to defend the number 9. He's beating the small man, takes it past the 6, slips over, and for some reason the ref books him for that one. I still can't see why.
You're trash, man.
Deep free kick from the number 6. And that's another let off. At this point, 65 minutes in, we're starting to get a little bit of our second wind back in now. The boys are getting some energy back into their legs, and we're trying to keep the ball. Toby's done well here and played it out to CL. CL's played it back to K, and they've done a nice little 1-2. As I said, we're just trying to keep it. He's gone into Gomez. Terrible challenge on Gomez, and shocked the referee hasn't booked him.
Hey, isn't he already booked, Ref? Hey, Ref, isn't he already booked?
CL here, ready to take the deep free kick. It's gone all the way to the back post, and it's just bobbling all over the gaff now. Head tennis all over the place. It's found its way to George G. He hesitates to trigger, and it's cut out from the defender. But this is where the danger begins now. Now that we're pushing men forward, we're tired, and we're trying to get an equaliser. They can always hit us on the break, but George P here does really well to defend his man, shepherd him out, and win the ball back for us. So 20 minutes left to go now to try and get an equaliser, to try and get something out of this game. We didn't want to travel all the way to northwest London to hold the L. That's not what we're about. And Toby's done well here, played it into Sean. Sean's played a nice ball into CL, and CL's played it into Gomez. And look, this is what Gomez does well. He turns, switches the play out wide, and now we're on the break on the right hand side. Ricky sends it all the way up to Josh. It comes out to George G. It's just a bit too long, but that's a good move from the boys.
If that's what's coming off.
Quick little shout out to new boy Josh here. He's properly putting the work in and pressing from the front. He follows the ball all the way back to the last defender and then chases it back out to the fullback and wins it back for us. That's quality from him. 5 minutes left of normal time now, and Toby's done well here to win us the ball back in a great position. He's beaten a couple of man, played it into Sean's feet. Sean looks up, finds George G. Surely he's going to shoot. He tries to cut onto his right, and he loses it. He should have pulled the trigger there.
Your left, man. Don't be a fucking pussy.
So we're really starting to dominate the ball now, and Sean's picked it up here deep in midfield, and he's driving forward with it. He looks up, finds George G on the left hand side, and look, he can't put it into the box yet, but this is right. This is what we're doing. We're trying to keep the ball in the opposition's area. Mardi does well here, goes around the box, plays it out to Toby, who you can't see in shot. He's played it inside to Sean.
Have it.
One more, that's all we need.
Well done, get the ball.
Last time we rushed on rampant.
Go, 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 go. Let's get this line up. Let's get this line up.
So only a few minutes left now, and we're trying to get that equalising goal. As I said, we didn't want to come to northwest London and leave with an L. That's not what we're about. And Mardi's done well here to keep the ball up there. And we just got to be patient at this point. He's played it back to Sean, and we're trying to keep the ball. We don't want to lose it at this point. We need to keep it and try and wait for a gap to open. Toby's looked up. He's found it to Sean's feet. Sean's played it to Mardi. He has a pop. Keeper saves it easily. So at this point, I can only take the blame. Instead of recording, I was arguing with the referee, so I didn't really catch what happened here. But whoever that was looked up, played the ball in behind for Mardi. Mardi's tried to go around the keeper. The keeper's won the ball. He's gone down as if he's injured, but it's a throw in to us.
Alex. Come on, big man. Please. I would love it right now. That, you see that, yeah? That will make my week. He's a puppet, isn't it? I don't know what he is, but he's a man. He's a real man. Yes! Come on!
I don't think you could write it any better. On his debut, the man who they call Harry Maguire, Leighton in there with a last minute header to equalise for us. It's quality from him, and we're putting the press on to try and get the winner now.
No way! Up! H up!
Now, unfortunately, the storybook ending would finish in a draw. It was cut short. But I just want to say thank you to Quarterback FC for hosting us, bringing us all the way up to northwest London. They were proper good lads. We had a good time up there. And we wish them all the best for all their future endeavours, whatever that may be, whether that's Sunday League or just in YouTube. So last thing to say is look forward to the rest of the pre-season videos, and thank you very much for watching.
Right, come here, man. Come here. You're the man. You're actually the man. Wow. Well played. Played.
Talking. Yo, it's not our best performance, but again, this is what pre-season is about. Getting fit, being resilient, being tenacious, pushing yourselves to the end, and that's what we showed. I'm telling you, we could have came out and bopped them 5-0, so whatever. But this game, we've taken a lot more from. Going down 2-0, coming back to draw 2-2 against a good side. Against a good side, a side that if they were in our league last season, they probably would have been battling for us for the league. Boys, be proud. It's our first proper pre-season game. It's all about fitness. Now we know what level we're all at now, so now we know what to do. But boys, this is where it starts. This is where the hard work starts. This is what, 1 of 7? 1 of 7 games. We've got another 6 pre-season games. But again, the resilience that we've shown late on will carry us throughout the whole season. I was looking at Mardi out there today, and I was looking at Man's Faye. We were literally saying, let's press. We're both f***ed. I'm pulling up all over the place, but we know, fuck it, we're 2-1 done. Let's go, let's get this goal. George as well, Sean as well. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what it's f***ing about, not about us dainty, tiki-taka, f*** all of that. Yes, we like to play like that, but we want to fucking work to their fucking end, yeah? And you lot did well. So that's all we can ask for. Well done, boys, man. You deserve your rest. Big.